Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Factorio Reporting to the board, where I'm going to start the timer and it is of 50 minutes. And why am I trying to use the directional pad buttons to move this character? It's not like I should have, forgotten how to play the game already. You're already running low. In fact, let's just double check the copper. How are they doing for... Well, we're not really burning enough to empty it out. There's only really these guys working. I need all of this to go before I can really uprate the production. Can I destroy that rock? No. That could be annoying. First things first, though. I am not happy with this belt system. It was suggested to me on the forums that it wasn't the best idea and it really wasn't going to work, especially the coil belt. And then I was suggested to look at somebody else's... Oh, you're kidding me? Why can't I place that there? Okay, so that is the farthest I can build that belt. It was suggested to me to look at somebody else's playthrough Benthams to see a acceptable interpretation of this system. Now, oh God, it's annoying that that's as far that way as it is. I am planning... Am I going to be able to fit these lines in to upgrade this? Now, moving it down much more isn't going to really work. But the new idea, and let's rotate you, would be 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces, 1, 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces. And if I'd actually stand in a place where it wasn't yellow, 1, 2, 3, that'd be 3 spaces. 3 lines. Now everything would run on these 3 lines. I'm gonna, for the time being, cut production. Although this isn't really what I should be spending time on. I should be getting things just set up. But the whole point of this is it shouldn't be dead. It should work almost indefinitely. So this is going to end up being iron gear wheel production. Why 3 lines of iron gear wheels production? Because there's going to be 3 lines of everything. If I ran out of cogs, I have. Alright, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off there and reinstitute this so that iron gear wheels can continue being produced. They are buffered, I believe, so I should be okay cutting this off. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. Pick up what's there. Good. No. You guys can't be left behind. Can't leave any gears behind because I'm going to need crap tons of them. What am I short on? What am I short on? Actual iron. Okay. Let's start picking up. Actually, really need to be picking them up from beyond here because it's going to split into 2 and I'm going to be confused. So let's pick up all of this. Something producing iron gear wheels would be very useful, but no. This automation isn't what this series is about. Gonna need a stupid number of these things. Am I gonna run out of iron before iron gear wheels? I think I am. Am I gonna have room to store all of this? Oh crap, and I've been told to zoom out all the way, going over to there won't take too long, but to me this still seems like a long time. Yeah, you could probably do with some more support. I was making you, but I've run out of iron. I've run out of iron there, so there's no point putting anything into that. Let's put a second gun down here in support. Queue you out. Take half of my ammo. Just double check what's in there. Yeah, that all looks good to me. The stuff in the north isn't really running that much, I don't believe, so we shouldn't be too bad with that. Let's come up and get this set up. Now the corners, part of the reason for the free gap is the corners are obviously going to have to be 6 wide. So I don't want to put too many corners in this. Hopefully, this is going to be the only turn. But this entire, what was the iron belt, is going to have to be deconstructed. Yep, and I know. I should have, if I was going to be changing it, I should have changed it last time. Instead of, continuing on with it and then realising, oh wait, that's wrong, I didn't want to do that. Oh, and you could still really do with that there. This belt is going to be used, however, it is no longer going to be the copper. God, how far down did I run this? We're being attacked again, but there should be a second turret there now, so it shouldn't be too bad. So that line's going to be there, but I don't want any copper on it, at least not after what I've done. Come on. God's sake, I can't really go that much further down to it because... There we go. So iron is still going to be this. And I really don't want to have too many corners in it, but it's unfortunate it'll have to be done. Now, I'm also going to need a crap ton of splitters, which I have none of at the moment. Because I'm building lots and lots of... Have I built all that belt already? I have. Almost all of it. What am I short on? Really, I'm short on iron. Well, should be a good number of iron here. And one of these belts isn't stocking as much as the other. Oh, that's because the system wasn't working last time, was it? There we go, got plenty of you. Oh crap, and I've got no space. So I've got a chest. Let's place you down in the sodding green. Come out of you. Go into here. What do I need on me at the moment? The other chests. Don't need as much stone or wood. Don't need the pumps. Don't need the boilers. Don't need a steam engine. Definitely don't need burner miner drills. Pipe to ground I'm not dealing with at the moment. Burner inserters, that's fine. That's freed up some space. So to try and keep this same corner of, split and merge. I'm not quite sure how to work it. They're being attacked again at a very regular interval now. But effectively, I need this line of... Would it be better doing it the other way around, having the corner? I think it would. So let's disconnect you. So this system is going to be effectively like a free... So let's get these free lines just built in the first place. Trying to get the 3 into the 6, so... You're going to be coming like that. And, to be honest, it's going to need to end up being there and there. Which means you at least need to be something like that to get up there. Yeah. So that one belt coming in here, coming out there. Have I rotated enough? Oh, it's because you're the wrong way round. Okay. And I can actually probably get away with having you here. And here. Is that right? That's in line with that belt. Actually, you're one too far over, so you can go there. Once I know what the corner looks like, it's going to be easier to replicate it. Does this give me enough room for the other corner? Now, the corners, as I said, I don't want to be doing too much of, because they're bad. Corners are bad in general. Does that mean that the normal turn will fit here? It will. So I didn't need to take that out. However, that's where that belt will be. And you're going to need to go into like that. The splitters. I've already been commented on that although there's not a stupid use for a splitter, I use splitters stupidly. I think that's the fairest way of wording that. Yeah, take a load of a corner. This should take 3. Actually, what am I doing? You don't want to be going that way. Oh, gun turret damage. Gun turret damage. Damage. Turrets done. I'm going to need to produce them green bottles for the time being, though, so I need 100 of them. I don't know how many times I clicked that, but I'm going to be thinking a lot, so I think that should be good. Oh, no. You don't want to be connected. This last splitter is just actually to shuffle it down in an S shape. So you're coming up there, you're coming up there. And you're coming in like that. God, that is hideous! See why I'm not going to do too many corners, ladies and gents? I'm also not completely sure how high this is going to put this, because this was currently a... I was going to say, are you full? No, this was currently about that. That's going to be number 1. This is going to be number 2. This is going to have to no longer exist. I don't know if I've got room for all of this. So let's start... pick you up, I guess. Taking this out. Because the only thing I saw wrong with the video, which I was, showed to look at, for a reasonable setup, was that he had a double belt system, which I'd originally wanted to do, thinking, it would get more throughput, and that didn't seem to provide enough. So this is a triple belt system, but using the same principles of these corners on belts, so that, you always get, like, full compression. This is how it works out with 3 tracks trying to do that. Yeah. It's not pretty. It's not big, it's not clever, but it should be able to lift heavy things. So I've got a 2 gap. 1, 2. Then a splitter there. A splitter there. Is it? Oh, that's only a 1 gap. What have I done? It was a 2 gap until I put the sodding splitter in. Splitter there, splitter there. How long until the aliens come to kill me, by the way, guys, do you think? And then you're going to run up like that. So in theory, this is going to end up being the iron belt. And not the copper belt anymore. So if this is iron, this will be copper. 1, 2, 3. I may just be able to sneak this on without having to move them up. Although the electrical poles will have to be moved. Yeah. A work in splitters. I already built through... And you end up being a... I think I can get away with that, can't I? Have I neatened this out a bit for the second one? Oh, don't tell me I've run out of them. I have. I've run out. Best. Cancel a lot of you. Why are you still building the... Oh, 'cause you need them for that. Don't know why you've left in all that copper. I mean, not copper, how many of these did I get built? 29. Well, let's get them stuck in so I can get some more gun turret damage and defend myself. Do I have iron in my pocket? Not much. Let's pick some more up. That seems like I picked up a lot. I'm going to chuck these down in the belt maker as well. Keep me going. Because that can just slowly be producing them, then I don't have to worry about it too much. And that needs checking again, because it does seem to be the most common point of attack. Actually, take half of that back, please. You need... one, two... Screw it. You do actually need like 10. But we'll do it this way around instead. And hopefully I'll get some more green into you before we run out. Can I build some more green? Yeah, just stick them on the end. Ooh, you're actually coming from a different way than I was expecting. And you need a crap ton more ammo. In fact, temporary solution to this crap ton more ammo. And keeping this stuff running. I was producing ammo somewhere. I can't remember where. Ammo production, you. I don't have any inserters whatsoever. So start cancelling out of all of this, and I need to start doing it in a better way than doing 5 at once. Need a number of you. Need a number of you. And you're going to be making ammo. What's the best ammo I can make at the moment? Just regular magazines. You chuck them in there, you chuck them in there. You chuck them out. I do have electrical poles somehow. There we go. If I would actually click in the correct places. Show some chests. We do. Clear them out, and it is just iron, isn't it, to produce you? You might be wondering why I've gone for the double chest setup when it is just iron. It's because I want to be able to go and upgrade this to the other type of production later. So you should now be producing... And actually I only need half of you going there. That is going to cover that, isn't it? Yep, good. Why are you disconnected? There we go, now you reconnect. So actually you can have different amount of wires. And once we get beyond this inserter, let's do that. And this? That's not actually right, is it? Okay, they're firing. That's going to need to be repaired. Let's change this. You want to be running up like that. The belt actually wants to be that one line above. I'll bring the electrical poles down. There we go, and when they're going to be on for the splitter to pick up, bring them down. You're going to need power. Put you there. Put you there. Clear out this. Pick that up. That should always mean there's something there. If I just quickly take you out, you fill up to 2. I have a feeling you're going to get used more. Let's stick another turret down here. Stick going to need ammo. You can have him. Putting you in there, and a splitter here. Oh, he needs power. Okay, so that's a few more. Helping defend that. I should be building some green science packs. And it's messy doing it that way, but I like doing it that way because it doesn't build like all of the gears and stuff first. Gears I'm still producing, so really shouldn't I be... I'm curious where the hell they're coming from, but I should really be using my gear production. There we go. So I cancel out them and add some more in. That's a few steps reduced. Did this work? No, that doesn't work because it's not... Let's see, how did this one work? It does, but this seems to take one more splitter. Or one less. It's wrong anyway. So let's remove you. So it's 1, 2, 3, and that's for 3 extra. Maybe 1. Remove. 2. Oh, and then it's got a... of course. Is it? No, that's wrong. How am I building this wrong? Does that work? That takes 1 and moves it up to here. Where on the corner it becomes 2 and takes it back down to there. Okay, that's better. This has just got an extra staggered gap for some reason. Complete overkill. And you're going to run right into that corner there. And that would mean that here and here would be the splitters. There we go, and you're going to need an upward one there. Again, the splitters would be here. If I ran out of splitters again, this is very resource intensive. To say so far, I have done absolutely nothing. Really, I've got to build all that copper and all them gears. Okay, actually, cut you out for now. And build 8 that way. It looks hideous, but it actually gets me the splitters, and there's no bonus for building in stacks. So I just need the splitters as soon as I can. Because I am overusing them. And what I should probably do until this is actually a concern, you know, that I can't get enough stuff on these corners. What I should probably be doing is ignoring the currently non-existent problem and just installing them as corners. I can see this is what I should be doing. Objects being damaged, it's not terrible. 1, 2. So 1, 2, and then you'd be a splitter. Splitter, splitter. What's the name for when you can see you're doing something wrong and you carry on doing it? actually short an iron again. I'm burning through that backlog. God, that is hideous. What I think I'm going to have to do is after this one, I'm just going to pretend that I've done them all properly. This way where, you know, I could have 3 tracks which run at parallel along each side of each other and shouldn't lose compression. So I'm going to spend almost an entire episode doing what was done last episode. Which... however much I quite like the idea of that being the case, I'm going to have to run these all at least up to here to have the room. There's this lake's in the way down there. Damn you, tree. I was running there. Sodding lake. Can I get under that lake? No. Grrr! For the time being, iron may just stop there. I will figure out a solution for that. Which may just be multiple non... like, literally... Instead of using corners, I may just use splitters and stagger it out and back in, because it's... I can repeat that quite easily. I have no idea what sort of through this would ever need, but eventually plate and ingot production will be decentralized. Yeah, I know this might sound strange for a system where I'm trying to centralize all the production, but the actual smelting is going to be decentralized at the mines locations. So let's say for now, you're running up like this. Because, let's see, you are going to... Right, you're going to be the iron belt. So actually, you're not running up all that way. What am I doing? Stop! Stop! Oh god, the whole point was to not have to redo things by having this setup, but then I've just been told that it's, you know, completely almost not unusable, insufficient, the system that I was looking at. I did actually get all the way through Bentham thing. I did actually... It sounds bad, but I fell asleep. That's the only time I had to watch it, when I was sort of like knackered and dozing off. For the time being, as you are only actually one thing, I'm not going to run... No, you're a copper line. You don't want iron on. I'm just going to run the one. I'm going to start making intentions clear, but simplifying for now until things become an actual problem. So you're ending up being the iron, you're ending up being copper production. Which means this sort of inside line there is going to have to run all the way up here. I've already let iron loose onto a system where it doesn't want to be. No, you stop. For the time being, you undo. This is going to be iron, which is no longer correct, I think. Or is that a... That's a deadline. That's sort of okay. But I've only got to iron, and I haven't got room for the gear line anymore. Which would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Which would want to run there. Well, what I'm thinking is, I'm not going to really be using... Can I fit... At this point here, I'm not going to be able to access these lines, so I'm going to have them condensed down to have no gaps as they go past this. Sort of where they'll want to rejoin onto. And I'm only going to do the one for now. I just wanted the other ones there so I knew the space that's going to be required. You to you. One thing being destroyed isn't that bad. Now, going by 3 means that there's still room. Then it'd be 1, 2. Run out of splitters again. And I'm going to need another 3. Actually, another 6. Just to get that iron gear 1 going. So they're going to temporarily compress to get round this water. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I was hoping for so much progress this episode, and instead I've ended up doing so much terrible things, really. Can I fit 3 all along here? Oh, yeah, again, no! So the copper actually has to scoot over 1 as well. So let's say that the copper scoots there. Now I need to do this from this side, knowing when I'm going to be able to put it back. Which is really like there. So if that's the far-sided iron gear wheel, that's what it would have been, and this would have taken the far-sided iron gear wheel to be here. So what is actually going to end up being there-ish. Still nothing being destroyed yet. It's a double layer of wall, so until I see one thing destroyed, it should be good. All this to get around what is effectively going to be like a 1 little gap. Actually, because this is the outside one, it doesn't actually need to come over by 3. It just needs to come over by as little as it has to. So what am I saying? No. So I need to get this. 1 more. Actually, now actually requiring coming over by 4. That now should put you in line with this. Okay. I don't 100% understand in my head how to do this without using all the... So that's stepped out. And I can't step back in there yet because I've got to get past all of this. One, 2, 3, 4 is what I actually intended to do. 1, 2. Come on. 3. I just need one of the lines working in one of the places that it'll be. 4. So the outermost iron gear wheel thing would be coming along here. So all of this is redundant to purpose. We know this because that's trying to take iron on and it needs to take the copper. Oh god, why did I carry on building when I knew I wasn't going to be happy with it? I fear I might end up having to do a bit of a time lapse this episode, which isn't what I intended, but... iron gear wheel coming to get onto there. Something like that. So that would take iron gears from the furthest most one, the closest one to it, onto what it was using there. So that should be reconnected for iron gear wheels once I run it round. These are not problems which I should be facing this early on. I guess the intentions are... 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Have I counted wrong here? That's a third line. 1, 2, 3. And then it starts... oh yeah, because no. It's actually this line, which I wanted the gears to go on for now. Which does run there. Good. What a mess. All this gear, all this belt... currently, like, doing nothing. So you want to be that. I'm going to split this one up, but the rest of the corner I'm just going to... so this is the one on the far side, so I'm not that fussed. For some reason, iron gear wheel is going to be the one farthest to the right. And for now, just do that. That should be sending iron gear wheels back up and connecting them up. Copper then is going to run still north like this. I actually want it to come off it's going to be the furthest one over. So if we say that the regular gear belt would be like you, and that's this belt. Can I get a underground belt? To the other side of it? I can. Ah. Have I? That's a maximum width it could do. Which I sort of want to do just to test that I can get resources off that closely to each other. 3 should mean that I can go splitter there. You go there, and this is like coming directly off without having to have the problem before, the underground belt for the splitter. Let's just quickly do that so that there's copper going onto that belt, so we're getting red production again. Dear God. This will be a monstrosity. However, red production is being done. You need to stick yourself in there. Now, I did actually want one more belt down here under the previous setup. Obviously, there's not room. It's going to have to come off this way. Which actually means I'm going to need to cut the copper off. Let's see, the raw line is going to have to come in. Just, I don't want to go anywhere near the water because It seems weird to me sometimes when you can... Like, that to me is still the same colour water. So why can't I place that there? But the raw line's going to be coming in there. Let's say the raw line's going to be coming in there just so that I have extra space. It's going to be creating a new copper wire belt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll be running up north like this. And it'll go the other side of this little lake. Skirt round that way instead. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to record a double episode of this, because it's a bit late anyway. A bit later than I intended for this one to be going out, due to some blue screen of death problems. Yeah, didn't get them. I Windows 8 all its problems, but I didn't get blue screens of death with Windows 8, at least. Whereas now, I was forced to go into Windows 8.1. Since then, I've been having multiples of them. And it just makes you feel so good. A problem which you had thought had gone completely away is now back. I got them occasionally with Windows 7, but not that often. I had Windows 8 installed for around 2 years. Didn't get one. And I need to build things again. I do need green science to be put into them things, so let's go check up on them while I'm building my underground belt and things like that. The idea is for it to loop, by the way, still. But I have no idea how I could loop this around. It's going to have to go round the outside of this lake. And come back through here. But I guess if I'm doing it in a place where I'm not anticipating any production, then I can, take the space out. Okay, you're still producing. Let's go to you. Take half of them and put them in there. Take half of you and put them in there. All of you. And put you in there. Could do with some more copper there. Do I have some copper? I do. So let's put some in. By the time I get my factory set up, I'm not going to need a factory. Oh, God. Why do I have the most annoying of feelings that could be correct? You're still not working. Didn't I fix that? I'm sure I fixed that last episode. We haven't had biters get in this far, have we? Did I not fix that last time? Okay, well that's one of the reasons why it seemed like we're starving of iron, at least. And that's why them sides weren't working. And I guess it just must have been when it came out in a burst, these guys were there. Because I was looking at this and thinking, well, it is sort of working on both sides. Yeah, so iron gear production is going ahead. The buffer are actually filling up the belt quicker than what it is. I don't know when it was working. If you're coming along here, and that's going to be copper, let's go under the iron. And by the time I got the underground belt to go under here, I haven't got room for... Oh, no, I have. No, I haven't. Is it bad that there's something in my head that now makes me want to put a 4 gap in? But I have been instructed that you can put underground belt under underground belt. So that's going to need to be done. This is a rabbit hole which I just keep falling down. How do I have that corner coming off? Yeah, that's wrong. God, I've done it wrong here too. It is going to have to have the underground belt. Because you need to be over by one more. And you need to be down one more. Because otherwise I'm not splitting off the line, I'm taking up one of the lines. Okay, that's working fine. You should be producing lots and lots of red science. I'm storing lots and lots of things to make red science. No. Let's get red science production running at least. I have some steel chests, don't I? Yeah. Clear you out. That of you. You want a fast inserter. You've got 2 smart inserters. I can't remember how to copy the orders. I know you can, as is with a lot of the situations for me. It's intermediaries. Iron gear wheel. There it is. Oh, that's going to bug me, but it's not actually mirroring, but that's fine. Yeah, they're going to fill up, and I'm going to have lots and lots of production there. What's happened here? I didn't get a noise, but I just want to go down and check that. Do I have any iron? Don't have that much. Let's pick up some more iron. Can I get through you? No. Because I densed that as much as I could. Let's take you and take you. Buffer's basically gone. Don't really care that you're not working. I do care that you're not working. Because I actually wanted to upgrade you and make you more so that I could make more, because I've sort of realised how much I'm gonna need. If these guys all seem to be quite fine, they haven't done even 1 pack's worth of damage to the wall. And it seems to be the only place where they're coming from. So I'm happy with that. I think the splitters should give them even numbers of bullets. Keep them fed. You know, not end up feeding the one on the far left and not the one on the far right. Really not, you know, running this at full tilt, are we? Because these belts aren't... They hardly look like they're moving. I don't need the steel yet, so I'm not going to let it flow just in case I need to clean it up again. That's running. Did I finish what I was doing up there? That is now reconnected, isn't it? Things are being damaged. It doesn't appear so. There shouldn't be copper on that belt. Is there no copper coming down? Oh no, because I cut off the copper. Did I? Well, let's quickly test that, because I need to see whether this works for running it later on. So let's run. Allow the copper to run back up again. I should be building some green science packs to put that in and keep the science going. If that compression isn't even as much as that, this has actually got gaps in it. Filter, filter. Do you put onto there? You do. Okay, so we actually need to have the underground belt run. Or 1 more. I've never really thought of that, because you see that the edges here like blocked. but you can run stuff onto an underground belt and use it as the belt as a corner. You don't need to turn the corner and then go into the belt, you can just run the belt round. I've just looked at the timer and... Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it here. But what I'm going to do is... It is obviously going to be the next episode. This is going to be episode 5. However... Oh, crap, we're being attacked at a different place. Which I know hasn't got as much weapons production. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to point out that this episode is... Shall we say... a lot of revision. And I'm going to record another one straight away. So this belt might be terrible, I'm not really going to get much input on that, but I want to actually get some progress done. So even if I get the copper wire being produced, I will feel like I've done something. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. The next part will be out probably, depending on basically on how YouTube takes to render it, but maybe as quick as an hour or two after this episode is live, which is not I originally intended, but consider this it's a TV hour, and whenever TV used to do, like, double episodes, it was a feature-length episode. So that's what this is going to be. 2 TV hour episodes, or a feature-length episode with, obviously, a cut-in. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.